Isn't it that the former royal known as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle seemingly still want to battle ahead with this particular debacle? But as ever, why would they? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, nice to have your company today. Hope you're all keeping well, and thank you, as I say, for keeping joining the channel. It's lovely to see everybody, and I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. We're going to be looking at some of the business stories soon, because those are the ones I know that irk many of us when we get deep into them, you know. You kind of do think to yourself, how on earth are these businesses surviving? And more importantly, why are they asking us to support them? I'm sure you'll agree. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. It's been a bit of a strange year, hasn't it, for Harry and Meghan, simply because everywhere they turn there seemingly is bad press, mainly a lot of the time brought on by themselves, I have to point out. But what is interesting is that Harry and Meghan, as we now know, like to get litigious. There's no two ways about it. It's one of these sort of bugbears that particularly Prince Harry feels he can resolve things by. And if you remember, way back when he first started dating Miss Markle, he issued a statement via the press basically asking people to back off, and that was just a thinly veiled threat, even though there was nothing really to back off from. People were very supportive, and more importantly, she was a woman who wasn't necessarily unused to the media spotlight, so it was a strange situation, wasn't it? Unlike many other royal brides that, you know, thrust into the limelight, there was Meghan, who was desperate for the limelight. So if anybody should have been able to cope with it should have been her on any scale. Let's point that out. But it's interesting to note with Harry and Meghan that they are still ploughing ahead, continuing to sue His Majesty's government now. This is all about their security and their detail and how they feel so unsafe over here in the United Kingdom. But as Harry himself now made sure that this case is going to be a bit of a null and void, and let me explain the reasons why. This really all centres upon, of course, their return back here to the United Kingdom. It was supposed to be a spectacular return, and of course, dire sort of situations turned everything around. But it was this particular walkabout in Windsor with the Prince and Princess of Wales that really made people rethink, particularly those that are looking at the case, because yes, there's a lot of security around them, but when you think about it, they were taking big chances by leaning into the crowds, by, of course, you know, talking to them, and I don't mean that in a casual way. Of course, William and Kate were doing the same, but then they're not actually suing His Majesty's government about security. The bigger problem when you look at the documents surrounding this is that Harry and Meghan feel that they are 24/7 targets, you know. But it's difficult, isn't it? Because part of the job of being a royal, even an ex-royal, is supposedly to go out and connect, meet people. And as we saw when Meghan and Harry were in Germany and up in Manchester, they're more than happy to quickly dive in and have selfies with people. Well, where's the security aspect there? Even if these people may look very familiar from previous walkabouts, if you get my drift. Now, what's more interesting is, moving forward, this could now be another calamity in the definite arsenal of bad cases for Harry and Meghan. Not quite sure where this is going to go, but now with His Majesty's government at the helm, who are planning to be a little bit more ferocious in their bite back, and more importantly with a brand new Home Secretary, things are not going to be as the easy ride that Harry and Meghan thought about when they first initiated this case against King Charles's government and the British Metropolitan Police. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.